shit like I'm just 40. When I'm in the party, best believe I get it started. Ayy, cats with a dopest ghost. Ayy, cats with a dopest ghost. Ayy, geeked up in suspenders. My team's full of wingers.
What up, YouTube? Got Big G here. Penny Pictures, leased on the Schneider. Haven't made a video in a couple days. This is crazy. I ran out of my 10 hours without an actual load booked 50 miles from the house here in Seymour at the TA. Mile marker 50. Anyway, no big deal. I got a load, but I kind of screwed up. I gave myself a whole lot of downtime before I can pick it up because I was seeing it was available at 11. So I got hyped up and booked it. And stupid idea because they don't even deliver till midnight. It's only going to be 6 hours from where I'm picking it up at in Coldwater, Michigan. Probably less than that because it's going to be night driving. Won't be near as much traffic. I don't know about kick up on construction, but they got that Gen Con in Indy this weekend, so they got like 60,000 extra people because all the hotels are booked. People's renting out rooms out their house. But they said it's the biggest convention they do in the city as far as the convention center. But anyway, quick video. I saved a bunch of money on an air repair on my truck by not using Schneider or Freightliner. Actually, I profit off of Freightliner a little bit. So I thought maybe I had an airline rubbing the frame, and it started getting worse and worse starting on Monday. By the time I got back up to Indy, it was pretty bad. I didn't think I could make my delivery to Coldwater, so I pulled over there to the shop, and he's like, well, we need to get an approval from Schneider before we can even look at your truck, and if they give us the okay, and obviously I have my own truck, so I don't have an MMA account, which none of that matters. I have, I would have paid for it with my own money or my business card, whatever the case may be. But he's like, well, we only got 2 mechanics and 2 out, and so we wouldn't even be able to get it into Friday. I'm like, I'm under a load. I'm trying to get paid on. So luckily, I have a couple mechanic buddies in my back pocket. I was able to reach out to one and drop my trailer at Schneider. It was a hazmat load, so I had to go through the kingpin lock and all that shit and bills to the OC so I could leave it, in a safe spot. Bobtailed to the house, and buddy come over. He's like, well, it's the main tube where all your lines go into, all your suspension, your brakes. So obviously I had to go to Frightliner in Indianapolis, and they couldn't find the part. Well, they found a part, but they couldn't find out what it cost. And the guy was like, have a good day. So I basically got a hell of a deal on that. It was pretty much free. So I saved probably about 30, 40 bucks on that piece or whatever it was. And my buddy popped it on, and basically I probably saved about 75% on probably what it may have cost me if I had to use a shop. So that was cool. But it's trucking, right? I mean, we're gonna have things happen. So that was a saver there. Good thing I was able to get it fixed in Indy, because on the road or some other state might have cost me more money if it would have lost everything. Plus, you don't really want your truck leaking air consistently because it's making your compressor work hard. It has to consistently keep pumping air in them tanks. So yeah, it's air leak can be serious. It costs more money if you don't get it fixed pretty quickly. So anyway, ran up here from West Memphis, the OC yard down there. Dropped it off, stayed at home last night, took off this morning about 6, dropped that load off of Coldwater, did 40 miles back towards Indy in the Butler, Indiana, grabbed the load. It only weighed 3,000 pounds, dropping hook there, dropping hook in Coldwater, got down here to North Vernon, which is about 10 or 12 miles east of Seymour. What was that place I went to? Damn. Oh, Lowe's DC there. Did a drop and hook there. Pretty much tapped on hours. I had like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours left, and I didn't have a load, so I had to pull in the TA. I logged off for a minute and did some searching in case I could have snatched something up right in the area, because there's a Walmart DC here too, and a couple other places I've picked up loads, but couldn't get nothing. So then after I logged off to start my 10, I found a load that picks up at 11:30 in the morning in Louisville, which is about 56 miles from where I'm located, where the load is. Drop and hook there, going back to Coldwater. It's only like a 300-mile run, but it almost pays 4.5. So that's not bad, you know. So anyway, I booked it real quick. Well, then I found out they won't receive it at the Walmart DC until after midnight. That never makes sense when they're dropping hooks, but that's as early as they'll take it, is after midnight tomorrow night. So it's best not to leave here until 4 in the afternoon tomorrow. So I'll be sitting here at the truck stop to head over here to Louisville at rush hour to grab that load and haul butt up to Coldwater, drop that off at midnight, and you know, maybe there'll be something I can pick up and get close back to Indy to shut it down for the weekend, and call it the 70. I'm down to 27 hours right now, so I was trying to keep it close. I could have probably ran a little bit harder than this, because I'm probably only going to use roughly 12, 13 more hours to do everything to get back to the house. You know, I don't really want to deadhead 200 miles from Coldwater back to the house, but we'll see what happens. I may not do that. I may just wait until Saturday and just bring something back into Indy and just call it that. But that's pretty much it, man. Just wanted to tell you guys about that little repair on the truck. Load board, man, is frustrating. You know, my wife does a lot of helping, but you know, you look for a load and then you see where it goes, and then you start looking around there, there's really nothing. So, you know, you always got to make them connect. Where are you going after the next one, or where do you want to go after the next one? What do they pay? Or the ones that are there where you're going that you can find in that area may not pay nothing. So it's crazy, you know. That load board, it's good and bad. You know, you can only get pissed off at yourself because you basically dispatch yourself. You pick and choose your options. I get lucky. I pull a lot of light loads. I don't pull a lot of heavy stuff. And I barely ever hit docks, and I always brag about that. I don't try to. Every once in a while, you know, they might say it's a drop and hook and you'll get there and the load ain't ready because they didn't have a trailer, but you know, that's happened twice. So, you know, that's pretty much what's up. You hear this little rap music that I play before I do my video to my son and one of his partners, but I normally play my son's verse. If anyone's shut down in Indianapolis on Saturday on the 26th and ain't doing nothing, he will have a concert at the Emerson Theater there on East 10th Street. It's about 10 miles from the Schneider yard, if anybody's into rap music. But, you know, they usually have 5 or 6 rap groups. But it'll be done in time for that Mayweather-McGregor fight. So you can leave there and go to the local bar, probably pay $5 to get in because I'm sure it's $100 pay-per-view or whatever. But, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with sitting at the bar catching a couple of clowns beat the hell out of each other over a couple beers. That's it, man. Just an update where I've been, what I'm doing. Sorry the lighting's jacked up. I got the light fell down. It's minor stuff, you know, but it's part of trucking, you know. Freight shakers, man. But you know, it's been good to me, and it rained pretty hard today, and I did have, these are still the original wipers that were on it when I got it from Lone Mountain. They may have been brand new at that time, but I drove through a lot of rain in the last 7 weeks, and today when I was coming back out of Butler, Indiana, working my way back to 69, it was storming real bad, and my right wiper flipped and got all tangled up, and it started scratching the glass, so I hurried up and shut it off, and had to pull over and use a little electrical tape the click it back in place until I can get another wiper, because the plastic is basically wore itself from basically wiping so hard it just wore out. The blade's good, which is crazy, but the part that snaps to the... But anyway, nickel and dimes, man. Blinkers and all this other stuff, airlines. So that's it, man. Big G. I'm in Indy, the Windy City, not far from the Windy City. I don't ever go into Chicago, but I'm into Indy, in the Circle City is what I meant to say. Usually if I ever go up by the Windy City, it's usually in Gary. Do drop and hook there, and there's, of course, places that distribute for Walmart everywhere. It seems like we have a lot of those accounts, but they're dropping hooks, so I take them. It's funny because I hear these guys at the truck stop when I go in there to eat. A lot of them complain about the Walmarts because, oh man, I sat at Walmart at the DC for 6 hours in Seymour. I don't know. I haven't had to wait on no loads or anything. One time I went to a Walmart, they didn't have an empty, but within like 15 minutes they sent me 15 miles from there to grab an empty. So it hasn't been bad. Like, Walmart has actually been pretty good to penny pinchers so far. You know, I always thought, oh hell, Walmart's, but they've been doing all right for me. I've been lucky. I've been real lucky as far as that. It's some of these smaller places we cater to, but you know, for the most part, everything, and maybe I've just been on a good lucky streak, you know, and I'm cool with that right now. I'm cool with that. I've been kind of trying to run a Monday load and have it done before 11 so I can transflow to get paid on that check, and I feel like that's kind of limited me to a certain amount that I'm wanting to make in a week. I don't know how many people do that because of the fueling thing, you know. You don't want to put that last shot of fuel in there before payday because it comes out of your settlement. So I'm thinking about seriously taking off on a Sunday and running a banger is what I call it, you know, like 1,700 or stronger dollar load that might deliver like Tuesday morning, and then that would be the start of my week. So change the numbers by $1,000 per week or something, you know. Of course, it may burn more fuel. We'll see what happens. I got to try some different things. I'm not quite where I thought I was going to be, but it's good. It's good. It's fair. It's not completely disappointing, but it's not mind-blowing either, right? I had to do the Schneider thing because I've been a local dedicated driver for the last 7 years, and then of course the 8 years prior to that I was kind of over the road. But a lot of companies, you know, say, hey, you know, because you don't have that recent over the year, you know, it's crazy. Same, but I'm out here again. No big deal. No hell, mate. Maybe after I do well here, I may go somewhere else and maybe buy a second, maybe a third. I don't know. A couple more trucks, go somewhere else. Maybe get my own authorities. I don't know. But I just don't know if I want to drive till I'm in my 60s, you know what I mean? Maybe once in a while, you know. We'll see what happens. This is just first step of trying to figure out how to retire earlier, you know. Put some cake in the bank. Stack them pennies, you know what I mean? Alright, everyone, have a good one. Big G, I'm out of here, man. Yep. Let me kick a little bit more of this real fast. Okay, so that ain't gonna happen. Have a good one. I'm out.